We came here to learn, grow, elevate. We came here to know what it was like to live a human existence, to have a human experience as the natural, raw, spiritual beings that we are. We are energy, you know, and so we come from a place where these earthly things are not what we dwell in. You know, this is not how we operate. This is a school, right? Nobody want to go to school, but you got to go to school. Some people do like school, you know what I'm saying? Some people do like to go to school, and our spirits were confident in the fact that when we chose to come here, we were going to take all of the tests. I'm going to pass all the midterms. I'm going to pass the SATs. I'm going to get some people who's going to get a GED. Some people are going to get a high school diploma. Some people's going to have college degrees. Some people's going to have degrees in life. Some people, it's all different for everyone, right? This is still in the spiritual as well as in the human form. These are the things that we said that we were going to accomplish when we got here, right? And some people stood 10 toes down on what they said that they were going to do, and others like us, we got lost, especially a spiritual being when this earth is set up to turn that off anyway. So we had double fight with that. But our spirit still said, fuck that, I'm strong enough. I'm over here banging the way I bang over here in the spiritual realm, doing what I do, the most intellectual, the most whatever on that accord. So why can't I go do with that? That human thing and that spirit thing that's a balance thing that we got to work out, because we don't remember the spiritual aspects of ourselves. And that's what we're in the midst of reacclaiming and reacclimating to at this time, right? And so the decisions that we make for ourselves, we have to be very mindful of the now, right? Relationships. Listen, half of y'all should not be dating, period. If the relationship ain't working out because you shouldn't be in it. We got to remember that we date, y'all, a lot of y'all date for what's present, right? But you have goals and you have aspirations and you have things that have been, those of you who've been divined with, because, you know, these are my spiritual people, right? Knowing where your path is supposed to be going. Look at this person that you are thinking about being with and saying, how will they fit me in this path of then? That's talking longevity, right? So when the relationship crumbles, you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm heartbroken. You knew it wasn't going to be this person for that goal. And that is your goal. That is your path. That is your trajectory. That is where you're supposed to be going. Your destiny resides there. Preordained, pre-written by nobody but you, and agreed upon by the Creator. So when you're looking at people, everybody want to see the best. Most people want to see the best in other people, but the reality is this person is not that person that's going to end up here with me there, because what I'm seeing at this current moment and the time that I've already spent, it's hamster wheel shit. I need forward motion, because at some point we were at the same level, but I'm here now and this person's here. And how much of your energy are you going to use to try to bring this person up here with you? And it pulls from you when you're doing something like that. As you're doing this, the path is over there. You're not even supposed to be here anymore. But your heart got you here. But your Ori wants you there. You got to be ready for those conversations when you begin a spiritual journey, because the guides and the ancestors and all of the things that you have that are rooting for you are pulling for you to be able to accomplish what you set out to accomplish, because they remember what you said. And they know you, and they know that you want to do this. Now, what comes out your mouth at this point is that's human. We need to talk to your spirit. Self-evaluations, shadow work, writing, journaling. Where do you see yourself in the next yada, yada, yada years? If they told you that you were supposed to do these things spiritually, you have these types of spiritual gifts, this is your trajectory, you're supposed to be a priest, you're supposed to be a this, there are steps after steps after steps after steps to follow the yellow brick road before you reach that. Everything that you do should be in preparation for that. Everything that you should do should be a building block to reach that, to acquire that, to obtain that, to live in that, to become that, to have that, to complete that. You only suffer if you allow yourself to suffer. Get the divinations, they tell you stuff, you forget stuff, right? If you got the right kind of divination, you have a way of communicating with your spirits to go now and ask those follow-up questions. Don't let it sit. Why? You got a way to talk to them. You got a way to get yeses and nos. You got a way to communicate with somebody if you're fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So go ask those follow-up questions. Don't sit on it. You thought about it afterwards. I got another question. Well, you have a way to now communicate with your spirits. Go ask them. Please and thank you.